Good morning, Myers Park family and friends that follow us. I am Amy Harriman, the Director of Children's Ministries. I wanted to talk this morning about Psalm 101, Make a joyful noise unto the Lord, all the earth. My brother is a pastor just outside of Baltimore, and this was the text that he used on Sunday for his sermon, and the title was Making Joyful Noise. And I have to admit, I was a little bit nervous because I have always equated this with, for some reason in my mind, singing, and I am a terrible singer. But he completely flipped the switch on me, and he talked about all of the horrific and senseless suffering that we have all witnessed going on in our country over the last few weeks. And he wanted us to take a self-assessment, and in thinking about the text, making a joyful noise, he wanted us to examine the noise that we are hearing around us and on social media and think about, is it joyful? And also think about the noise that we are making, and is the noise that we are making joyful? And is it joyful noise to the Lord? So I was thinking about the noise on social media, and if you are on social media at all, you know there has been a tremendous amount of noise. And not all of it has been positive noise. People have been on rants, and words matter. Words can be hurtful and harmful and can become like a contagious virus and linger. They do not go away. Words can be hopeful and they can be helpful, but we can choose who we want to listen to and the words and the people that we want to follow or not follow. One of the voices that I am choosing to follow and listen to is Jennifer Harvey, who wrote the book Raising White Kids, Bringing Up Children in a Racially Unjust America. And I'm happy to say that Reverend Jessica Dason and I just started a book study on this book this past Wednesday with about 47 women and men, parents of children and youth that are going to study this book and examine it over the next few weeks. So it's not too late to sign up. But who we follow and who we listen to determines the noise that we want in our heart and in our head over the next few weeks and months and in our lives, because it will stick with us. So I've been thinking a lot about that and who I want to listen to, who I don't want to listen to. But I've also been thinking about what my brother asked. The question is, what kind of noise are we making? And are we making a joyful noise? And is that joyful noise pleasing to God? Most of you that know me know that I do not have a problem talking, but this is a time for me not to talk, I feel like. I feel like this is a time for me to gather information because I don't know enough. I want to read everything I can read right now. I want to read books. I want to read articles. I want to listen to podcasts. I want to ask my Black friends, what should we do? What should I do as a white privileged person? Because I'm embarrassed to say I don't know. I don't know enough. And I'm also embarrassed to say, as a white mom who has Black friends that are moms, the worries that I had when my daughter was growing up were not nearly the same as the worries that my Black friends had for their children. Of course, we had some of the same worries. We worried when our children went off to school. We worried when they went outside to play. We worried when they got their driver's license. But I never had some of those same worries, and it did not hit me until a few weeks ago. I never worried that my daughter would be afraid of the police. I taught her that they were community helpers and she should go to them for help. I would never think that she should be afraid of them, that anything would ever happen to her if she ever got pulled over by the police. I never thought for a minute that she would be afraid to be outside and play and the color of her skin would matter. And all of those things are hitting me pretty hard, because no one should have to have those fears for their child, ever. No one should have to give a second thought that they are treated any differently than anyone else, and it's heartbreaking. So I want to use my voice when I can, when I know enough, to speak up and speak out and stand up with my black brothers and sisters, but I want to do it with truth, and I want to do it with authenticity, and I want to know what I'm talking about. So I hope that all of us can do that self-assessment and think about the voices that we're listening to and the voices that we are using, and are they a joyful noise? Because I really believe that if we all do that, man, how glorious will it be if we are all on the same page? What a joyful noise we will make to the Lord. I believe it. I hope you have a good week.